indelible mark in their fields, be it criminal law, writ jurisdiction, appellate practice, or judicial service. Their presence deeply enriches this occasion, and we extend to each of your lordships and your ladyship our respectful welcome. Thank you. Our joy is further amplified by the participation of eminent stalwarts of the legal profession and academia. We warmly welcome Mr. S. Prabhakaran, Vice Chairman of the Bar Council of India, and Dr. D.S. Sivakumar, Senior Professor of the Indian Law Institute and former member of the Law Commission of India. Your gracious presence adds great value to this celebration. Thank you. I also take great pride in extending a special welcome to our beloved Chancellor, Dr. Aishri K. Ganesh, whose dynamic vision and steadfast commitment to excellence in higher education have been the guiding force behind the growth of Vistas and the establishment of the School of Law. We're deeply honored by your presence, sir. We also extend a heartfelt welcome to former judges of the Madras High Court, members of the Bar and the Bench who have joined us today, the Pro-Chancellor, Planning and Development, Dr. Jyoti Murugan, Vice-Chancellor, Dr. M. Bhaskaran, Registrar, Dr. P. Saravanan, Dean, School of Law, Dr. S. Ambika Kumari, Deans, Directors, Heads of Departments, Faculty, colleagues, alumni, distinguished awardees, students, parents, friends from the media and press who've joined us today. Each one of you adds significance to this celebration. I welcome you all. The past decade has been one of immense growth for the School of Law, producing professionals committed to justice and ethics. This would have not been possible without the guidance of the judiciary, the support of the bar, and the untiring efforts of our faculty and students. As we step into the next decade, we carry with us the inspiration and blessings of the eminent dignitaries present here. Their wisdom strengthens our commitment to build further on the foundation laid and to prepare future generations of lawyers, judges, policymakers, and academicians who will contribute meaningfully to society. On behalf of Vistas, I once again extend a warm and cordial welcome to all our esteemed guests and participants. Thank you for gracing this occasion and making it truly memorable. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam, for your gracious words of welcome and for setting a dignified tone for this gathering. We shall now have the honoring of our dignitaries as a token of our respect and gratitude. I humbly request the Chancellor of Vistas, Dr. Aishri K. Ganesh, to honor the chief guest, His Lordship, Honorable Mr. Justice N. Koteshwar Singh, with a memento and a shawl. Chancellor to honor Justice R. Mahadevan, Judge of the Supreme Court of India, with a memento and a shawl. I request the Chancellor to honor the Chief Justice of the Madras High Court, Justice Manindra Mohan Srivastava, with a memento and a shawl. I request the Chancellor to honor Justice M. Nirmal Kumar with a memento and a shawl. I request the Chancellor to honor Justice G.K. Ilandarayan with memento and a shawl. I request the Chancellor to honor Justice D. Bharata Chakravarti with a memento and a shawl. And I request the Chancellor to honor Justice R. Kalaimati, Judge of the Madras High Court, with a memento and a shawl. I request the Chancellor to honor the Chairman of the Bar Council of India, Mr. S. Prabhakaran, with a memento and a shawl. I request the Chancellor to honor Mr. P.S. Amalraj, the Chairman of the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, with a memento and a shawl. And I request the Chancellor to honor Dr. S. Shivakumar, sir, with a memento and a shawl. Thank you, sirs. 10 years is but a blink in history, yet a milestone in the life of an institution. May I now invite Dr. S. Ambika Kumari, the Dean School of Law, to share her reflections on a decade.
It's a vibrant institution of legal education. From the inception in 2015, the School of Law Vistas has grown into a hub of academic excellence and professional training. Over the past decade, we have successfully conducted national and international conferences, seminars, workshops that have provided platforms for meaningful dialogues on contemporary legal issues. Our distinguished law series, lecture series has brought eminent jurists, judges, advocates, and academicians to our campus, enriching our students with real-world insights. Our faculty members and students have contributed significantly to legal research, publishing articles, books, and papers in reputed journals, thereby adding collaborations with bar associations, NGOs, think tanks, and legal institutions, ensuring that our students gain practical exposure beyond the classrooms. The achievements of our students and alumni stand as the true testimony of our progress. Many of our graduates are practicing in courts across the country. Some have entered judicial service, and others have pursued higher education in leading universities. Our students have consistently brought laurels in moot courts, debates, essay competitions, and legal fests at both national and international level. I wish to mention that students won Best Memorial Award in the moot court competition conducted by Indian Institute of Legal Studies, and our team from Vistas went till the final round of the India round selection in SARC moot court. Our students and alumni have represented the institution in several national and international conferences where they have presented papers, and some of them were awarded with the Best Paper Awards. Equally significant is the growth of our academic program. From introducing innovative teaching methods by combining CBCS with outcome-based education and introducing mandatory skill-based courses in the curriculum, such as using of law reporters, journals, legislative drafting, witness examination, trial advocacy, client counseling, besides moot courts, to expand our infrastructure with a well-equipped library, moot court hall, legal aid cell, and digital resources. We have ensured that our students receive holistic legal education. The Thiru Aishwari Velan Memorial Moot Court Competition, conducted annually from 2019 onwards, has become one of the hallmark events of our school. It has attracted participation from law colleges across the country, offering students a rigorous and competitive space to refine their advocacy skills. I would also like to state that before we have come, and it inspires us to continue striving for greater heights. On this day, we celebrate the collective effort of our faculty, students, alumni, and well-wishers who have made the School of Law what is today, a growing center of legal learning and service. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam, for beautifully capturing the journey, the challenges, and the triumphs of the School of Law. Behind every institution that thrives is a vision that inspires. Our Chancellor is not only the founder of Vistas, but also its guiding force, whose leadership has turned dreams into enduring realities. May I, with reverence, invite Dr. Aishwari K. Ganesh, Founder Chancellor Vistas, to deliver the presidential address.
very good morning to one and all here. Most respected lordships, dignitaries, special invitees, officials of the university, esteemed faculty, beloved students, alumni, guests, press and media. It is indeed a matter of immense pride and joy to stand before you today on this occasion. The decennial year celebrations of the School of Law, Vistas, 10 years of excellence, growth and commitment to legal education is no small achievement. And it gives me great pleasure to share a few reflections with all of you. We are very honored to have with us today a distinguished group of judges whose presence adds great respect to this decennial year's inauguration. We warmly welcome His Lordship, Honorable Mr. Justice N. Kotishwar Singh and His Lordship, Honorable Mr. Justice R. Mahadevan of Supreme Court of India. Their deep legal knowledge and strong commitment to justice have helped to maintain the highest standards of our judiciary. We are also privileged to have His Lordship, Honorable Justice Manindra Mohan Srivastava, the Chief Justice of the High Court of Madras, known for his strong leadership and dedication to the rule of law. We are honored to have their Lordships, Honorable Mr. Justice M. Nirmal Kumar, known for his wise judgments and honesty. Honorable Mr. Justice G.K. Ilandarayan, admired for his kindness and clear understanding of the law. Honorable Justice D. Bharata Chakravarti, known for his hard work and commitment to justice. And Honorable Mrs. Justice R. Kalaimadi, respected for her knowledge and fairness. I also welcome Mr. S. Prabhakaran, Vice President, Bar Council of India, Mr. P.S. Amalraj, Chairman, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, Dr. S. Shivakumar, Senior Professor, Indian Law Institute. Their excellent service inspires us all, and we feel very lucky to have them with us on this special occasion. And I also welcome my good friend, Mr. Kumar, who is my ML classmate, and Mr. Saravanan, who is also my ML classmate, and Advocate Mr. Balu, Mr. Priya Kumar, Mr. Pratap Kumar, Mr. Suresh, and Mr. Murali Kumar, who are all have presented here. Thank you for coming. I welcome all of you once again. As soon as I finished my college, I started my own college in the year 1992. I finished my MCom in Pachepas College. Immediately I have to go for a job or I have to start some business. By that time, my professors of the Pachepas College have given an idea to start an education institution. So in 1992, I started a pharmacy college with 36 students. Now we have 48,000 students studying in Wales group all over, not only in Chennai, not only in Tamil Nadu, in 12 parts of states of India and UK and Singapore and UAE. And we have almost 34 campuses and 7,700 teaching and non-teaching faculties and 52 institutions. We name it, we run all the courses, right from aeronautical, nautical, marine, all paramedical, medical, dental, management, engineering, all engineering, catering college, everything. And after I completed my ML, I wanted to start a law college. But before that, I wanted to tell you all on the stage and off the stage, I wanted to become a lawyer. It was my long-term dream. But after completing my BCom, only this time there is an entrance exam for MBBS called NEET. But past 30, 40 years, without entrance exam, law seat cannot be given to anyone. So who are all wanted to become a lawyer have to go for the entrance exam, get through the entrance exam, and then only they can get the admission. But nowadays, NEET has come, MBBS, all are writing their exams. So as soon as I finished my BCom, I appeared for law entrance. I didn't get. I failed. So again, I joined MCom. I completed my MCom. And then I appeared for, again, law admission. Again, I failed by 1.5 marks less. Then what I thought, I waited 1 year. Again, I appeared third time. Luckily, I got through my entrance exam. So what you all here, try till you succeed. Whatever you want to become, definitely you can become. You have to try for it. So third time, I got my seat, but one sad part, I got again some 0.5 mark less. So I got my seat in Madurai Law College. I have no other go. I did my BL in Kamarajar University in Madurai. So after completing my BCom, MCom and BL, and I joined MBA in Madras University, and I did my MPhil, and then I did my PhD in politics and public administration in Madras University. And then I thought, why don't we do a post-graduation in law? So I joined Dr. Ambedkar University, Chennai, ML. I completed ML, and then in that Ambedkar University, I thought, why don't we start a law college in our Wales University? So that is why now you all are here. Almost 2,500 plus students are here in our law college today. And 1,853 students have already enrolled in the Bar Council, and they are now our alumni. I started this law with only 90 students. Now we have this much of students studying here. I am very proud to be a lawyer and to run a law college and make the lawyers from Wales University. I have not left this. So my first daughter became engineer, who has spoken now, Preeta Ganesh. So I want one more lawyer in my family. So I asked my second daughter, Kushmita Ganesh, to study law. She completed successfully law in Chennai, and she did her post-graduation in London, UCL. Now she is also going to take care of law college. Now she has enrolled her PhD in JPR University. So I want them to equip themselves, and then only they have to come to the management. Without making their skill, I don't want them to enter into the management. So this is my small story behind it. So once you complete the law degree, you will become a full-time, a clean, you can face any challenges in India, not only in India, in the world. So it helped me to start colleges in London, in Singapore, in UAE, very soon in Malaysia. So at this time, I would like to share all these things to you. And now this function is organized by our Dean in a very, very fantastic manner. I wanted to motivate not only the students to recognize the dedication and hard work of our staff So that is why this decennial year is celebrated today with all the lordships who have all come all the way from the Supreme Court. I have to appreciate and thank Dr. Ambika Kumari for this making a grand function, and thanking you all to attending this. And this shows Wales law students are like this. I believe legal education to go beyond laws, to build empathy, responsibility, and a global outlook. It should prepare students to face legal challenges with integrity and wisdom. I thank all the jurists here for their support and for setting high standards in justice. Your presence motivates our community and strengthens the link between legal education and the judiciary. Finally, congratulations to our Dean, Dr. Ambika Kumari, faculty, staff, students, and alumni. Together, we will keep striving for excellence and work towards a better society. May this celebration inspire us to achieve even greater heights. Thank you very much. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words that remind us of the ideals on which the institution was built. I would now like to invite Mr. S. Prabhakaran, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of India, to offer his felicitation. Sir, please.
My Lord, the Honorable Justice N. Kotishwar Singh, Judge Supreme Court of India, My Lord, the Honorable Justice R. Mahadevan, Judge Supreme Court of India, the Honorable Chief Justice M. Srivastava, Honorable Mr. Justice M. Nirmal Kumar, Honorable Mr. Justice G.K. Ilandarian, Honorable Mr. Justice D. Bharathan Chakravarti, Honorable Justice Kotishwar Singh and Honorable Justice Kotishwar Singh and Justice M. Srivastava, I wanted to tell 10 years back when the BCI came to inspect along with the Justice Jagdishan, I still remember that time, 2 years back, the Bar Council of India, though they given a recognition and approval has given this university. But Dr. Aishar Ganesh has little bit hesitated to start. Then the Justice Jagdishan asked, what is the problem? Why don't you start? In the meantime, the 2-year recognition is over. Then we came for the renewal. Then we inspected, we are given a report. I told Dr. Aishar Ganesh, sir, please do it. Because in that period, 10 years back, there are only little colleges in Tamil Nadu, not more. Now 48 colleges. Even the deemed university also more than 10. That time there are no colleges. People are running, children are running to Andhra Pradesh and somewhere in Delhi, this and that. And thereafter he has started. He succeeded now. Nearly 2,500 students now studying, and more than 2,000 students are enrolled in the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu. It's a really appreciable one. And it is with great honor and deep humility that I address you this morning at the decennial celebrations of the Wales University School of Law. I must say that you students are privileged to have an intellectual elites of this honorable judiciary to the present before you in this august gathering, and is indeed a privilege to stand and amidst so many luminaries of the bench and the bar before this august gathering. I must say, the Chief Justice of this event, Chief Guest of this, Mr. Kotishwar Singh, is a jurist whose words carry both but dignity, underscores his commitment to ensuring justice to its fullest sense, that is, protecting human dignity beyond mere the legal formalities. while being the Chief Justice, Chief Justice of Jammu Kashmir, His Lordship during his interactions with the students for far-flung the areas of Assam, described the preamble of the Constitution as beautiful poem. This reveals His Lordship's ability to see law as not just a rule, but as text that inspires the civic life of the people through his speeches and precedents. His Lordship reminds us that the law is more than the shield to the people, that is the handbook towards the unity, integrity, and the democracy. My Lord, the Honorable Justice R. Mahadevan, a legal luminary whose legal career characterized by dedication, expertise, and the significant contribution to the judiciary. Myself and the members of the bar of the High Court take a special pride over His Lordship's elevated from the Honorable High Court of Madras. His Lordship's current span in the Supreme Court marks various landmark judgments and rulings that reforming the current social political society. His Lordship also addressed the terrifying the situation of extreme pressure that faced by the students and the contemporary society. Lordship R. Mahadevan is here. He always used to speak whenever he goes, that too particularly in the state of Tamil Nadu, he will speak in his mother tongue, because it will be greater in the students, how to students will become a great society, and then how to students will come to forward, everything will be addressed to you. And then there are our judges, the Honorable Justice, the Koteshwar, the Honorable Justice Nirmal Kumar, Honorable Justice Ilandarian, Justice Bharadhan Chakravarti, Honorable Justice Kalaimedi, they are all here to strengthening the hands. And only I wanted to quote Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, law and order are the medicines of the body, politic, and when the body politic gets sick, medicine must be administered. Our duty is to keep that medicine pure, potent, and readily available to every citizen. Field of not only law, even in the medicines and the engineering, in all the colleges, he has given education to the society in the children. He has given education to the society in the children of Tamil Nadu. I appreciate Dr. Ganesh, your service to be Nadu. I appreciate Dr. Ganesh, your service to be continued.
Kalaimadi, High Court of Madras, for her felicitation. Ma'am, please.
அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய காலை வணக்கங்கள். Knowledge is a treasure that cannot be stolen by thieves, taken by kings, divided among brothers, or carried as a burden. It only increases when used and is the greatest wealth of all. திருக்குறளை எடுத்துக்கிட்டா, அறனெனப்பட்டதே இல்லை மற்ற இது புறனெனப்பட்டவை யான். Honorable Justice N. Koteshwar Singh, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice R. Mahadevan, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice M.M. Srivastava, Chief Justice, High Court of Madras, my esteemed colleagues, Honorable Mr. Justice M. Nirmal Kumar, Judge, High Court of Madras, Honorable Mr. Justice J. Ilakandarayan, Honorable Mr. Justice D. Bharadhan Chakravarti, Dr. Aishari K. Ganesh, Founder and Chancellor, Vistas, then special invitees, Mr. S. Prabhakaran, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of India, Mr. P. S. Amalra, Chairman, Bar Council of India and Puducherry, Mr. Dr. S. Sivakumar, Senior Professor, Indian Law Institute, New Delhi,
Dr. S. Ambika Kumari, Dean School of Law, Vistas, Dr. M. Bhaskaran, Vice Chancellor, Vistas, senior advocates, faculty members, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to be here today, not simply as a judge, but as a person who has been witnessing the working of our justice system from its roots to the higher echelons of the judiciary. Let me begin with the truth that I carry with me into every courtroom. Justice, I would like to share something about the legal aid and access to justice. Justice inaccessible is justice undone. Legal aid is not an act of charity, it is a constitutional guarantee enshrined under Article 39A. The true measure of the legal system is not found in how it serves the privileged, but in how it responds to the needs of the marginalized, the voiceless, and those who cannot afford representation. A robust legal system, legal aid system ensures that justice is not the privilege of the few, but the right of all. This is where institutions and students like you come in. As we look forward towards the future of our judicial system, the role of students and young legal minds becomes not just relevant, but indispensable. The gap in access to justice is not merely a structural issue. It is a generational challenge that requires fresh ideas, renewed empathy, and an unwavering belief in justice as a public good. You, the students of today, are not just the lawyers of tomorrow. You are the architects of a more inclusive legal landscape. Infuse justice system with both accountability and humanity. It is often said that law is a living instrument, but it lives and breathes through the conscience and commitment of those who practice it. The future judicial system will reflect the values you choose to uphold today. I urge the young generation, the youth, to volunteer with legal aid clinics, take up real cases under supervision, and educate people about their rights. Years of experience have brought me the delight of seeing students move courts with more conviction and compassion. Legal aid at its best is not just about lawyers in courtrooms. It is about legally empowered citizens who know their rights and can stand up for them. On this happiest momentous occasion, I congratulate the Vistas and in particular the Chancellor, Mr. Aishri Ganesh. In conclusion, from where I sit on the bench, I can tell you that justice works, but only when it is made accessible. As Dr. Ambedkar, B.R. Ambedkar said, justice is not just about equality between individuals, but also between the individuals and state. Legal aid is the bridge that closes that gap. So let us not treat justice as a distant monument to be admired. Let us build that bridge. I conclude, may education bring good fortune to all. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Your Ladyship, for your thoughtful and graceful words of encouragement. The Mahabharata says, Dharmo Rakshati Rakshita. Those who protect Dharma are themselves protected by it. I have the honor in inviting Honorable Mr. Justice Bharata Chakravarti to offer his felicitation.
Vanakkam. At the outset, let me introduce myself. Like you, I am also the student of your Dean, Professor Ambika Kumari. Respected judges of the Supreme Court, respected Chief Justice, my colleagues on the bench, respected Chancellor and the management of the Wales University, respected teachers, and my dear students, the legal luminaries of tomorrow. Welcome to the fold. Olipadaitha Kanninai Va Va Va. At the outset, I congratulate Vistas School of Law for this remarkable education. They have to also produce students with the perspective of the needs of the society. In that regard, when I went through the curriculum that is offered by the university, I'm so happy to note that alongside the basic curriculum, due importance is also given to alternative dispute resolution such as arbitration and mediation. Why I say this? Because the needs of the society we have to take into account. First, with the advancement of technology and globalized trade, in every sphere of law, most cases now involve multiple jurisdictions. There are different sets of laws governing each jurisdictions, and you have to apply that in tandem in many of these disputes. That is where alternatives such as arbitration come to the fore. You check any flight which is leaving to Singapore or London, I am told that at least 1 or 2 litigants are flying there to conduct their arbitration. Our ultimate aim is not to export litigation and import law, but to import litigation and export law. See, we all know that our techies have earned reputation throughout the world. Indian techies, there is a great reputation throughout the world. Like that, Indian legal professionals should also gain a reputation throughout the world. Wherever there is a conflict, people should prefer India as their preferred designation. Go to the Indian lawyers, they are the best in field. That is what we should aim and aspire for. And that is why training yourself in these alternative methods also is helpful. Secondly, all of you are all internet natives only. That is, people who are born after the year of 2000, we call them internet natives. Now we are already in 2025, it is the internet natives who are there in the various organizations. They are going to be the litigants before the court. They are the parties in the litigants themselves. Do you think that they will have the patience to stand in any queue? Definitely not. They can't withstand the rigor of procedure that is already there. They simply want us to ask 2 questions. What's your problem and what do you want? It is in this context, these alternative methods like arbitration and mediation gain importance. Thirdly, India is a country of diversity. There are many kinds of people. One size fit for all solution will never can be implemented in our country. People need different solutions for the same problem. People expect a different kind of solution for the same problem. Like that, we can go on adding the needs for equipping yourself while being grounded and equipping yourselves on the basics of law. Kindly look at the alternatives also, because they are the alternatives are the future of legal practice in India. I'll complete by sharing with you a small story. Allow me to say this in Tamil, sir, so that I'll be better, I can translate later. See, ஒரு சின்ன கதை சொல்கிறேன். ஒருத்தர் ரோட்டில் நடந்து போயிட்டே, இது ஒரு ராஜா காலத்தில் நடந்த கதை. ஒருத்தர் ரோட்டில் நடந்து போயிட்டே இருந்தார். நடந்து போகும்பொழுது ஒரு குப்பை தொட்டியிலேருந்து ஒரு மொட்டை மாடியோட செவத்து மேலேருந்து ஒரு குப்பை தொட்டி அவர் மேலே தலை மேலே விழுந்துடுச்சு. சரியா? அப்போ உடனே அவர் பதறி போய் ஓடி வந்தார். மன்னிச்சிருங்க, சாரின்னாரு. அதை தாங்க பெருக்கி அந்த ஒரு தொட்டியில் வச்சுருந்தா அது உங்கள் மேலே தெரியாமல் போயிடுச்சு. ஃபர்தர் என்கொயரி, பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்கு போகலாம் வாங்கன்னார். பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்காரர் சொன்னார், இல்லைங்க நானும் என்னோடய குப்பையை வந்து தொட்டியில் தான் ஒழுங்காக வச்சுருந்தேன், இந்த குப்பையை கலெக்ட் பண்ணுறவர் பாருங்கள் அவர் வந்து கலெக்ட் பண்ணவே இல்லை, தெரியாமல் நான் என்னோடய பேரப்பட்டு வால் மேலே வச்சுருந்தேன், அது பக்கத்து வீட்டில் விழுந்துடுச்சுனார். இதோட விடக்கூடாது, வில் கண்டக்ட் ஃபர்தர் என்கொயரி. போய் அந்த குப்பையெல்லாம் கலெக்ட் பண்ணுற அந்த மாநகராட்சி ஊழியர்கிட்ட போகிறாங்க. ஏன் நீங்கள் குப்பையை நேற்று கலெக்ட் பண்ணல? ஏங்க நான் எப்பயுமே என்னோடய வேலையை ரெகுலராக செய்வேன், நேற்று பாருங்கள் ஒரு மினிஸ்டர் வீட்டு கல்யாணத்துக்காக எங்களை டைவர்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க, அதனால் இந்த தெருவில் வந்து நான் குப்பையை எடுக்க முடியலன்னாரு. இதோட விடக்கூடாது, வில் கோ டு த மினிஸ்டர். தென் மினிஸ்டரை போய் கேட்டாங்க, நீங்கள் எப்படி வந்து மாநகராட்சி ஊழியரை உங்கள் கல்யாணத்துக்கு வர சொல்லலான்னு. அப்போ மந்திரி சொன்னார், ஏங்க என் மேலே எந்த மிஸ்டேக்கும் இல்லை, என்னோட திருமண விழாவுக்கு ராஜாவே வருகை தந்திருக்கிறாரு, அவர் வரும்பொழுது இந்த சில புரோட்டோக்கால்லாம் நான் ஃபாலோ பண்ணோம், அதனால் அந்த ஊழியர்களை இங்கே வர சொன்னேன் அப்படின்னு. நேராக எல்லாரும் கடைசியாக ராஜாவோட அரண்மனைக்கே போயிட்டாங்க. ராஜா வந்து கேள்வி கேட்டாங்க, எப்படி இந்த பிரச்சனைக்கெல்லாம் காரணம் நீங்கள் தான்ட்டு. அப்போ ராஜா சொன்னார், ஏன்பா யார் தலைமையிலையோ குப்பை போட்டதுக்கு ஏன்ட்டே வந்து கேள்வி கேட்குறீங்க, எல்லாரையும் போடுறா ஜெயிலில் அப்படின்னாராம். அந்த மாதிரி as students of law we must learn which conflict we will address through a detailed trial, which conflict we should amicably settle. எந்த வழக்கை நம்ம நடத்தணும், எந்த வழக்கில் simple solutions are there, we must go to simple solutions, and that is why all of you have to equip yourself on these alternatives such as mediation, arbitration also. Wish you all the best, and I'm very thankful for inviting me here. It is my honor and privilege to be alongside the honorable judges of the Supreme Court and other judges. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for your words which strengthen our resolve to pursue justice with integrity. Now, may I take the privilege of inviting Honorable Mr. Justice G.K. Ilantarian, Judge of the Madras High Court, to kindly offer his words of felicitation. Sir, please.
My Lord, Honorable Justice N. Koteshwar Singh, Judge, Supreme Court of India. My Lord Justice R. Mahadevan, Judge, Supreme Court of India. My Lord M.M. Srivastava, Honorable Chief Justice of Madras High Court. All other my companion brother and sister judges. The Chancellor, Vice Chancellor of this university, Principal, esteemed members of the teaching fraternity, distinguished guests, my dear students, அனைவருக்கும் எனது இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். Being amidst such young and bright minds always gives me a great sense of enthusiasm, and it is indeed a joy to stand before you today on this special occasion of the inauguration of the decennial year celebration of this esteemed institution, and speak on a subject that is close to my heart, the role of mooting in shaping legal practice, insights from the bench. As someone who has spent several years both as a practicing advocate and as a judge, I have witnessed firsthand how mooting plays an instrumental role in preparing the future generation of lawyers. When I reflect on my early days as a young advocate, I recall the overwhelming sense of uncertainty we faced as we stepped into courtrooms for the first time. The real challenge was not merely knowing the law from textbooks, but articulating it, applying it, evaluating situations, and convincing an audience, where it was a learned judge or a critical client. Mooting plays a vital role in bridging this gap. It is often seen as an academic exercise, but to me, it is much more. It is training ground for the mind, a rehearsal of the art of persuasion and a simulation of courtroom practice. Moot goes for beyond academic exercise. It demands rigorous research into statutes, case law, and academic commentaries. Unlike classroom learning, mooting pushes law students to apply the law in hypothetical fact situations that often mirror lifetime complexity. I have seen advocates come before my court who have developed the habit of carefully shifting through vast amounts of information and critically evaluating it rather than relying on superficial knowledge. This ability to analyze a legal issue from multiple angles, to not only know the law but to question it and test its applicability, is the very foundation of sound academic advocacy. As a matter of fact, this skill comes to some people naturally, but continuous participation in the moot court competitions will help you to develop such essential skills over time. One of the most visible impacts of mooting is the development of oral advocacy skills. Presenting arguments before a panel of judges in a moot court is no different from appearing before a real court. From moot experiences, students can learn to structure arguments logically, speak clearly and persuasively, and answer unexpected questions without losing composure. From the bench, I have observed that those who actively participated in moot court competitions handle the rigors of real court proceedings far better. Their ability to remain calm under pressure, respond thoughtfully to questions, and present arguments with clarity makes a tangible difference in the quality of justice dispensed. It is a discipline in itself. It teaches young advocates the importance of meticulous preparation, from the researching deeply, drafting well-organized written submissions, to rehearsing their oral presentations. It is not about last-minute effort or relying solely on inmate talents, but about structured methodological work. This habit, rigorous preparation, does not end with mooting. It becomes a life skill. In court, every advocate who stands firm today is someone who has mastered the discipline of preparation. And that is exactly what the bench looks for. Clarity of thought, precise argumentation, and well-researched submissions. What makes mooting particularly exciting is that it is often focused on current and emerging areas of law: data protection, environmental issues, constitutional challenges, and even matters of international law. It pushes students to stay up to date with the changing landscape of law and society. The legal profession must never remain static. It must evolve as society evolves, and mooting equips young lawyers with the mindset to think critically and about modern challenges and find creative solutions within framework of law. Finally, perhaps the greatest merit of mooting is the confidence it builds. The experience of standing before judges, defending one's argument, and handling tough questions is invaluable. It teaches resilience and courage. This confidence is not just about being able to speak well. It is about readiness to face real courtroom pressure, to uphold truth and justice even in difficult circumstances, and to carry forward the legacy of ethical and fearless advocacy. In conclusion, the role of mooting in shaping legal practice is indispensable. It is an opportunity to sharpen your mind, develop discipline, build confidence, and understand the noble responsibility that comes with being an advocate. To the students here today, I urge you not to view mooting as a mere competition or academic exercise. See it as your first real step into the noble profession of law. Prepare diligently, argue ethically, aim not merely to win but to serve justice. Let me leave you with a thought from our father of nation Mahatma Ji, who wisely said, an ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. This is especially true in our legal profession. It is not enough to read about the law or discuss its principles. Only through disciplined practice, persistent effort, and real engagement can you master skills needed to serve society effectively. Your efforts today, your participation in moots, and your dedication to ethical advocacy will shape not only your future, but also the future of our legal system and the society we serve. Thank you, one and all. I wish you all great success in your journey ahead. Nandri, vanakkam.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for your encouraging message and guidance about mooting. Courage and compassion together make a judge revered. May I now invite Honorable Mr. Justice M. Nirmal Kumar, Judge High Court of Madras, to offer his felicitation.
Good afternoon to all. Honorable Justice Kotishwar Singh, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Justice M. R. Mahadevan, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Justice Mahendra Mohan Srivatsava, Chief Judge, Madras High Court. Dr. Aishari Ganesh, Founder, Chancellor, Wales University. My dear students, colleagues, and members of the legal fraternity, my brothers and sisters, judges in the bar and the bench. It is a privilege to stand before such a vibrant gathering of young and aspiring lawyers, not merely as a judge, but as someone who has walked the path as advocate for 25 years. At the outset, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the School of Law, Wales University, on the decennial year celebration. Indeed, it is a milestone worth celebration. Today, I have been asked to share my thoughts on building a meaningful and principled legal career. The practice of law is not merely a profession, it is a noble calling. It is shaped by values you uphold, the skills you hone, and the relationship you nurture throughout your journey, and an unwavering commitment to justice. To build a successful legal career, I will share my thoughts on how young lawyers should lead a meaningful and principled way of life. Firstly, let your practice be rooted in purpose, as Justice P.N. Bhagavati once said, government alone will never be able to do it. It is only the people themselves who must utilize law for the purpose of bringing justice at the doorstep of the large masses of the people of the country. Your role as lawyer is not confined to courtrooms. You are interpreters of justice, translators of rights, and sometimes the only bridge between law and the lives it seeks to protect. Whether you represent a multinational company or a tribal community, ask yourself a question. Is my work making justice more accessible? For your practice to be rooted, you all should build integrity and you all should work hard to bring justice. The foundation of a principled career lies in your honesty and integrity. Integrity is the bedrock of legal practice. Remember, your reputation is your greatest asset. Cases may come and go, but the trust you build with your clients, colleagues, and the court will define your journey. Never compromise on truth for short-term gains. clients, courts, and society expect you to champion justice and act with unwavering professionalism. These standards do not just protect your reputation, they build lasting trust with those you serve. There is no substitute for preparation. Read your briefs thoroughly, know your facts better than anyone else, and master the law that applies. A disciplined lawyer earns the respect of the bench and confidence of the clients. Secondly, embrace continuous learning, as said by Fali Nariman. He emphasized lifelong learning. He said, becoming an advocate means committing to lifelong educational in law. The law is vast and no one ever truly finishes learning it. So read daily, develop your knowledge and argue wisely, but stay humble. And remember that humility is not the absence of knowledge, it is the presence of wisdom. The end of formal education is just the beginning. Law evolves constantly, and most successful lawyers are lifelong learners. Stay updated on legal developments, emerging fields, seek feedback, and never believe that you know it all. Be open to learning from your seniors, peers, and most importantly, your own experience. As young lawyers, make it a habit to read judgments daily, study landmark cases, and keep yourself updated with legislative changes. A lawyer who stops learning stops growing. Thirdly, let ethics be your compass. In your legal journey, you will face choices, some subtle, some stark. Choose the path that upholds the dignity. Do not compromise your conscience for convenience. Your reputation will be built not just on your wins, but on your conduct. Always maintain decorum in court. Your conduct reflects not only on yourself, but on the entire profession. Respect for seniors, peers, and even opponents is essential. Advocacy is not about winning at any cost, but about assisting in the delivery of justice. There will be temptations and pressures along the way, but a principled lawyer must have the courage to say no when asked to compromise on ethics, uphold constitutional values, even it seems difficult in the moment. Develop core skills like communication and diligence and build bridges, not walls. Master the language of law, become an effective communicator, both in writing and speech. Precision, clarity, and persuasion are the vital for advocacy. Be diligent and thoroughly examine the case files meticulously and prepare tirelessly for every client and case. Reliability, discipline will set you apart as a dependable profession. Former Chief Justice, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, in a landmark judgment wrote, dignity and right of individuals cannot be based on algorithms or probabilities. In an age of technology and artificial intelligence, remember that law is still about people. Behind every case is a human story of rights, liberty, dignity, or livelihood. Approach each matter with empathy. Take up pro bono cases whenever you can. Service to the underprivileged will give deeper meaning to your career. Be culturally sensitive, be linguistically inclusive. In Tamil Nadu, we have a rich tradition of legal advocacy that is deeply rooted in language and compassion. Honor that. Lastly, and the most important thing, to find meaning beyond metrics. A meaningful career is not measured only by income or fame. It is measured by impact, by the lives you touch, by the injustice you help correct. Never lose sight of your broader societal responsibility. Use your legal knowledge not only for personal success, but to promote fairness, public service, and access to justice. Change is the only constant in law. Adaptability, whether in face of shifting legal landscape, new technologies, or unexpected career paths, will ensure your growth. Challenge and setbacks are inevitable, but perseverance and a strong support system will see you through tough times. Balance ambition with humility and success will follow. Let me share you with you a legal example that emphasizes on serving the law rather than being persuaded by popular opinion. We all know in 1959, the courtroom was crippled by the K.M. Nanavati and state of Maharashtra, wherein a naval officer who shot his wife's lover. The public sympathized with Nanavati and the jury acquitted him. But Ram Jethmalani, then a young advocate, challenged the verdict, arguing that public sentiment had clouded legal reasoning. His cross-examination exposed inconsistencies and the High Court overruled the jury decision. This case led to the abolition of the jury system in India. Jethmalani fearless advocacy showed that an advocate must serve the law and not popularity. Thus, by this one case, turned the legal system itself topsy, and this jury system was taken away. 1973, Code of Criminal Procedure had taken away the jury system. Finally, remember that law is demanding profession, but do not lose yourself in it. Nurture your health, your family, your personal passion. A balanced life will give you the strength to serve with greater dedication. As a judge, I do not look for flamboyance. I look for preparation, respect, and clarity. I look for lawyers who understand that persuasion is not aggression and that civility is not weakness. To the young lawyers here today, you are the future of justice. You will shape jurisprudence, policy, and public trust. So build your career not just with brilliance, but with balance, not just with ambition, but with empathy. Let your practice be rigorous, let your conscience be clear, and let your legacy be one that inspires others to believe in the law, not just as a system, but as a source of hope. My young friends, the journey ahead will not be easy. There will be long hours, setbacks, moments of self-doubt. But if you walk the path of integrity, hard work, and service, you will not only build a successful career, but also a meaningful one. You all know this legal profession is the only profession, as good as I know, that has been recognized even in your legal right and legal profession has been recognized in the Constitution. You can go to Article 22(1), wherein in Constitution it says that no person who is arrested shall be detained in custody without being informed as soon as may be of the grounds for such arrest, nor shall he be denied the right to consult and to be defended by a legal practitioner of his choice. This special status is given only to legal practitioners. This all we have to cherish. We have to know that our rights as a legal practitioner has been embodied, and it is in the Constitution which we have to follow, and we should be happy and proud to say that I am an advocate. Like the Chancellor was telling, previously, what in our days, in our college days, law colleges were very few, and mostly in government colleges, and that too in a creaky and a dilapidated building it will be there. The interaction of the law students with the bench will be very, very few, and at most the visiting senior advocates as part-time lecturers, we have to have through them we'll come to know about what is happening in the courts and how judges look at it. And our days, moot court was also only a formal thing, but now I could say that after mushrooming and bringing of lot of private colleges, we could see this moot court and real court trials, everything have been conducted and training has been given. And I could say surely that after this type of syllabus, the drafting and presentation has become very easy. I mean, very good. And the day one when they enter the profession, they are with good drafting and petitions are there. But that is not sufficient. Though you have to have moot court and other things, you have to get yourself exposed. But I visited a lot of colleges, government colleges and private colleges and moot courts. I could convincingly and comfortably say that your college has got very good infrastructure, and I also witnessed as a moot court judge here, your college student, your students doing it successfully. Hats off to your faculty members who have done the excellent job, and equally the students participating in it. And in your college, this auditorium playground facility, infrastructure facility are well given, are provided much more than what is normally there in the law colleges. Make use good of it, make use the library, and earn knowledge, and also impart this, and also get inculcated with your conviction and continuation. In this profession, take it from me, on the day one, immediately you will not get money, and the returns will not be proportionate. So first, after completing the law, initial 3 years or 5 years will be a very difficult time. You have to overcome, join a senior, and don't, unless you join the senior and any number of people can teach you how to swim, but unless you get into the water, you will not know the swimming. So get into a senior's office, get trained, and thereafter continue the profession. Initial period, if you are able to sustain, you can sustain throughout the profession. Initially, hard work, less money. Thereafter, money, hard work and money. And when you gain your recognition, when you reach heights, it is less work, more money. And till the last day of your breath, you can practice this profession. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for your inspiring presence and words of support. It is a rare honor for us to be addressed by the head of the judiciary of Tamil Nadu, whose presence itself elevates this occasion. May I invite Honorable Mr. Justice Manindra Mohan Srivastava, Chief Justice of the High Court of Madras, to deliver the special address. Sir, please.
I must say good afternoon to all on and off the dais. Honorable Mr. Justice N. Kodishwar Singh and Honorable Mr. Justice R. Mahadevan, Judges of the Supreme Court of India, my esteemed brother and sister judges on the dais, Justice M. Nirmal Kumar, Justice G.K. Elantrian, Justice R. Justice D. Bharat Chakravarti, Justice R. Kalaimati, an inspiring personality and the founder and Chancellor of Vistas, Dr. Aishari K. Ganesh, Mr. S. Prabhakaran, Vice Chairman of the Bar Council of India, Mr. P. Amalraj, Chairman, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, Dr. S. Shivkumar, Senior Professor, Indian Law Institute, New Delhi, and former member of Law Commission of India, Mr. M. Bhaskaran, Vice Chancellor, Vistas, Dr. S. Ambika Kumari, Professor and Dean, School of Law, Vistas. And Justice Elantrian was telling me that she has taught many judges here in the Madras High Court. And they are their students, including Justice Elantrian. Then all distinguished faculty members, members of the bar, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen. It's a memorable and very historic moment today. The institution is celebrating 10 years of its legal education, faculty, and the milestone which this institution has achieved and which I came across is an inspiration for all those who believe that education is the foundation of modern society, a human society, for all those who believe that rule of law is the foundation of a civilized society, and all those who believe that human knowledge is essential to the very growth of development of humanity as a whole. I was mesmerized to hear that this institution has as many as 180 faculties, and the founder told me, sir, you name any faculty, any branch, we have a course. 48,000 students are studying in this institution. As far as legal education is concerned, I can see thousands of students of law who are sitting here. And I am told that more than 1,000 of their alumni are there who are serving the society either as a lawyer or as a corporate lawyers, as educationists, and various fields and walks of life. By any means and standard, this is one of the most glaring and inspiring examination of how one can, through the education institution, make his own valuable contribution to the society. And I congratulate Professor Ganeshan and all his faculty and everyone who is associated with this temple of education for having successfully completed 10 years of your law faculty. And we are all here to join this august gathering and this momentous occasion. You all must have known about a very respected and revered place for pilgrims that is known as Deoprayag. Many of you might have been to Deoprayag also. It is ahead of Rishikesh. If you go to Haridwar and then to Rishikesh, beyond that you will find a place called Deoprayag. It's a pilgrimage. Why? Because there is confluence of two rivers, Alaknanda and Bhagirathi, which together make what is called Ganga, which flows as the life of our nation from on the northern side until it merges with the sea in the Bay of Bengal. Today's event and the convergence and confluence of judges, lawyers, academia constitutes something like Deoprayag. And the students who are here are going to be, they have been greatly benefited by now, because number of speakers have told you about the legal profession, certain important aspects of law, legal knowledge, and various facets which are associated with legal education and legal profession. Whenever I come to an educational institution, I became nostalgic. This is because seeing the faces of young students of law takes me down memory lane when I had joined law course way back in the year 1984. And I immediately get connected with the students. I had a great passion. I continue to have that passion for the academics, legal education. So I must profusely thank the Vistas for inviting me and to be a part of this important event. Dear students, you all have entered into a very important phase of your life. You are students of law, and being a student of law is something very different. I say so because in times to come, once you complete your law course, not necessary everybody may not join legal profession. Some of you may decide to join academics, may also become teachers. Many of you may decide to go to other services, public services, private services, corporate professionalism. But then what is common in all of you, which is not there and which makes you a very distinguished class in the society, and that is all of you know about the Constitution, about the laws, more than the other sects and parts of the society. You are studying Constitution, you are studying laws, you know what are the fundamentals in the Constitution, you all know, you have been studying as to what Constitution is all about, what does our preamble say, why was this society, after having attained freedom, why our founding fathers decided to give to ourselves a living organic document which we call as the Constitution. So that will inculcate in you respect for the rule of law, and at the same time that will give the leadership in the society. The moment someone in your neighborhood has some difficulty, he will come to you and he will seek your advice, because he knows that you are a lawyer, or you are working in a corporate side, or you are a teacher in law. So that is what makes you a very distinguished class of citizen in this society. Well, many of you may decide to join legal profession. Let me tell you that those who have decided to join legal profession, they must take it with all sense of sincerity at their command, that legal profession is not a business. It is a noble profession. Why we call it as profession is as noble profession? Because what lies at its base is service to the society. In that process, you may be earning your livelihood, you may earn a lot, but then earning should not be the goal if you decide to join legal profession. It is the service to the society which must be at the forefront of your thought whenever you undertake any work in your legal profession. When I was a young lawyer, one of our Chief Justice, who was accepting felicitation offered by the bar, had very special address to young lawyers, and in Chief Justice from Madras High Court. And he said, keep it on a paper kept in front of your table where you study. Hard work is the mother of success. Hard work is the mother of success. Is nothing but hard work which will get you success. There is no shortcut. And the legal profession is very, very demanding profession. You'll have to burn your night lamps. You may not get any opportunity to go around, socialize in the society beyond a particular level, because you have to spend more and more time in acquiring knowledge, reading judgments, law books, files, cases in hand. And if you cannot do justice to your profession, you cannot do justice to your litigant if you are not well read, if you are not well prepared, you do not know the law applicable in a given case. So that requires very hard work. There is no shortcut. One very important aspect I wanted to share with the students, and that is something which I can tell you with my personal knowledge. What you learn beyond classrooms is equally important what you learn in your classrooms. The theory part you learn in your classrooms, various acts, constitution. You come across first principles of law, principles of natural justice, fairness. It's not written anywhere, but is applicable as first principles of law. You come across statute law, law made by the legislature. The law on the highest pedestal in the form of constitution is our Bible. You also will come across what is known as precedent law, judgment law. The laws which are declared, which are developed through judgment making by the judges in the constitutional courts. But then, the skills of legal profession, your acquaintance and familiarity with the legal system will not come to you unless you start going to the courts, unless you witness the court proceedings. And I would suggest all of you, even as a student of law, you all are very fortunate. We did not have that much of facility in our days 4 decades before, that there are very frequent moot courts organized at all educational institutions at all levels. And that greatly benefits you. The idea is that you must have an idea. You must have an acquaintance with the legal profession, niceties, skills and arts of advocacy, which you can gain through participation in the moot courts. But apart from that, it is very important that you, whenever you get time, whenever there is a day when you are not in your college, then please go to the courts. And not only to the superior courts like Supreme Court and High Court, please go to our district courts. They are the gateways of the judicial system. That is the first point of interaction of a common man. Civil and criminal matters, revenue matters are there. Please go to the courts and, if possible, attend the office of a lawyer by squeezing some time of yours. Instead of going to different places, please go there, go to the courts, see how the proceedings are taken up. Also read how the pleadings are prepared, how the cases are prepared for argument, and many skills of profession. When I was a student of law, I was fortunate. I am born in the family of lawyers and judges. and educationists. So, I had this added advantage that throughout the period I was a student of law, I was very, very frequent in going to the courts. And later on, I started sitting in the office of my uncle who was joined at the bar. And had also started preparing certain documents, drafting of applications under Order 6 Rule 17, applications under Section 311 CRPC and small applications. But soon thereafter, I started taking up drafting of plain written statement, some kind of arguments also, mostly on academic side. But one thing which I was greatly benefited from was that when I went to the court and courtrooms, there was something very different what was being taught in my classrooms. How the arguments take place, how the judges put query, what has to be the direction in which cross-examinations are held, very important aspect of the trial, examination of the witnesses. That greatly helped me in many ways. I not only had the theoretical knowledge, but practical knowledge of the legal profession because I had decided to join legal profession. Art of advocacy, so I became very familiar, very much acquainted with the entire atmosphere of the court. And how it benefited me. The very first day when I joined legal profession, the first day of my entry into the court, and I had the confidence of arguing a criminal revision before none other than the session judge in a food alteration matter. That incidentally infiltrated in me a sense of seriousness and responsibility because my senior told that today onwards, if you fail, your client will fail. If you are arguing a criminal case and if he deserved acquittal and he is not granted acquittal, the blame will be on you. So that made me very serious and started arguing or preparing that file at least 10 days before, which I had to argue in the court. It was only 6 months imprisonment, but then that was something like life and death for me. So that is how the importance of learning beyond courtroom has to be understood and appreciated. Before I leave the dais, I'll give you one tip because as Chief Justice, I consider it to be my pious obligation to guide the law students who are taking legal education, are going to be legal professionals in times to come. Never sign any document without fully reading it. This is what I will keep it always with you throughout in your life. Never sign any document unless you fully read and understand what is the content of this document. My best wishes to the institution, all the students who are studying in this institution to become value additions of the society. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, my Lord, the Chief Justice, for your profound and insightful words, which we shall always cherish. When knowledge is shared, it multiplies, and that knowledge is wisdom, the measure of which is now well, it guides others. I have the honor of inviting Honorable Mr. Justice R. Mahadevan, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to deliver the inaugural address.
My dear brother, Honorable Justice N. Koteshwar Singh, who is the first judge from Manipur to adorn the bench of the Supreme Court of India, who is going to deliver a thought-provoking address to encourage you in the field of law. Honorable Mr. Justice Maninder Mohan Srivastava, the Chief Justice of High Court of Madras, who shared his thoughts about the nuances of law as well as the field of practice so as to come up in life. My dear brother judges Nirmal Kumar, Justice Elandarayan, Justice Bharata Chakravarti and Sister Kalimidi, who shared their thought processes. Respected founder and Chancellor Dr. Aishari K. Ganesh, who is the architect of this extraordinary institution which is serving the field of law. The special invite is Mr. S. Prabhakaran, P.S. Amalraj, and Dr. S. Shivakumar, the Vice Chancellor, Dean, and members of the management, esteemed faculty members, distinguished alumni, dear students, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய வணக்கம். It is both an honor and privilege to stand before you today on this momentous occasion, the decennial celebration of School of Law, Vistas. A journey that began on the 19th of August 2015 with the vision of imparting high-quality legal education has just in 10 short years transformed into a vibrant center of learning, producing not only graduates, but responsible citizens and lawyers committed to justice. I congratulate the management, the faculty and alumni, and above all the students on this remarkable achievement on this day. The School of Law has achieved much in this decade, from offering a wide range of undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctoral programs to hosting eminent jurists from the Supreme Court and various high courts who have graced the moot court competitions. The Aishari Velan Memorial Moot Court competition has quietly become a prestigious platform, nurturing the advocacy skills of young aspirants. What inspires me most, however, is not just the ranking and recognition. Though they are impressive, from India today's national ranking #1 position in Tamil Nadu, but the fact that this institution has remained student-centric. Every milestone, every accolade is a reflection of the passion, the talent, and the determination of the students who walk these halls. We live in a time where the practice law is undergoing a profound transformation. Artificial intelligence, digital forensics, cyber law, online dispute resolution, and technology-driven contracts are not merely buzzwords. They are realities that today's law graduates must master. Please keep in mind, these all are the fields going to rule the country in the next decades. It is heartening to see Vistas embrace technology and innovation, preparing its students to thrive in this rapidly changing world. But let me say this to the students directly. Technology can sharpen your skills, but it is your values that will define your legacy. Knowledge without integrity is powerless. As you step out in the world, let your education be guided not only by ambition, but also by compassion, fairness, and an unwavering commitment to the field of justice. This decennial celebration is not just a commemoration of the past 10 years. It is a springboard to the future. I live with great admiration for what the School of Law has accomplished in its first decade, and with deep confidence in what lies ahead. The next 10 years will belong to you, the students. You are the torch bearers of legal profession with legacy, and you will carry your names into the courtrooms, boardrooms, and communities around the world. There is a saying in Tamil, நீதி வழுவா நெறிமுறையும் வாழ்வும். இது ஒரு சாதாரணமான கூற்று அல்ல. மனிதனாக பிறந்த ஒவ்வொருவருடைய வாழ்விலும் சட்டமும் நீதியும் எல்லா கணங்களிலும் பங்கெடுக்கிறது. நீங்கள் கல்வி கற்க வேண்டும் என்றால் அதற்கு ஒரு சட்ட வரைமுறை இருக்கிறது. இத்தனை மதிப்பெண்கள் பெற வேண்டும், பெற்றால் ஒரு கல்லூரியில் நுழையலாம். வாழ்வின் ஒவ்வொரு அசைவிலுமே சட்டமும் நீதியும் பின்னி பிணைந்திருக்கிறது. அதனால்தான் உலகத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய பல்கலைக்கழகங்களின் ஆகச் சிறந்த அறிஞர்கள் அனைவரும் ஒன்று கூடி எழுப்பிய ஒரே கேள்வி, உலகத்தில் கல்வி சார்ந்த துறைகளிலே எது மிகவும் முக்கியமான துறை? அதற்கு அவர்கள் பதில் தந்தார்கள், சட்டத்துறை என்று. அதனால் சட்டத்துறையை தேர்ந்தெடுக்கக்கூடிய உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் ஒன்று சொல்ல வேண்டும், வாழ்வின் ஒவ்வொரு கணமும் உங்களுக்கு இன்றியமையாதது. கிடைக்கக்கூடிய வாய்ப்பை நீங்கள் எந்த விதத்தில் பயன்படுத்துகிறீர்களோ அதை ஒட்டித்தான் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கையின் வெற்றியின் முதல் படி அமைக்கப்படும். சட்டம் பயில்தல், சட்ட மாணவர்களாக உருவாதல், வழக்கறிஞர்களாக பதவி ஏற்பது ஆகிய அனைத்தையும் தாண்டி அறிவை நீங்கள் எந்த விதத்திலே உருவாக்குகிறீர்களோ அந்த விதத்தில் மட்டும்தான் உங்கள் வாழ்வினுடைய அடுத்த கட்டம் நகரும். இன்றைய உலகம் மிகவும் போட்டிகளும் அதிகபட்ச தேவைகளும் நிறைந்ததாக இருக்கிறது. சட்டக்கல்வியை முடித்த மாத்திரத்திலேயே நீங்கள் அனைத்து விதமான வாழ்வின் வசதி வழக்கறிஞர் துறையிலே ஈடுபட்டு இருக்கிறீர்கள் என்ற பெருமிதத்தோடு உங்கள் வாழ்க்கை அடுத்த கட்டத்திற்கு எடுத்து சொல்ல வேண்டும். அதை போல இந்த கல்வி நிறுவனமும் ஒரு மிகச்சிறந்த பல்கலைக்கழக மாறி இந்த மண்ணிற்கான சேவையை தொடர வேண்டும். அனைவருக்கும் வாழ்த்துக்கள். நன்றி.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for your deeply meaningful words that have enlightened this gathering. Every milestone celebration needs a guiding thought, and every gathering seeks a keynote. We are privileged to have our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice N. Koteshwar Singh, Judge, Supreme Court of India, to deliver the keynote address. Sir, please.
மடிப்புக்குடிய நிதி பதிலிகளே, மரியாதைக்குரிய ஆசிரியர்களே, அன்புள்ள மாணவர்களே, வணக்கம். It is indeed a great pleasure to stand in front of the dear students and of course the legal luminaries here in celebration of this wonderful contribution by the Institute. I offer my congratulations to the institution for having made a very bold initiative and successful initiative and making a niche in the field of education by embarking upon this huge project of imparting knowledge not only in law, but various disciplines. And therefore, my best wishes to the founders, the managers, faculty members, the students for keeping this institution alive. In the beginning of the function, we did light the lamp. Asato ma sadgamaya, jyotirma. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Leaders from ignorance to knowledge, leaders from darkness to light. That is what knowledge does. I'm actually thrilled to address the students. After becoming judge, most of the time we are facing the lawyers. We have to listen to the arguments, sometimes very wonderful, not so wonderful. But then rarely do we have this opportunity to interact with the law students. Yes, my dear students, I want to say a very simple fact of life. Knowing the law is power, living the law is duty, and utilizing the power of law for those seeking justice is the ultimate end of law. Therefore, law is not just about studying and passing law or which are numbering more than 1,800. Yes, for those who hail from the family of lawyers and judges, they obviously would have an early advantage. But I can tell you, those who are coming for the first time, for first generation, who are aiming to be lawyers, don't be afraid. You are entering a brave world, and you have to be brave. Law is not 100-meter sprint. Law is a marathon race. Your consistency, your perseverance, your dedication, your discipline will ultimately play an important role in your success. Therefore, there is nothing to be worried about as you look forward after you get your degree and walk out from the gate of this institution. Law is essentially founded on the skill and merit. And today, the legal world offers enormous opportunities. When I passed out law in the 80s, there were only two things. Either you become a lawyer or appear for civil services. But now things have changed. There are new avenues for the law students. Yes, as you chart out your path, you have to keep this IOA framework. What is IOA framework? I represents interest. You must continue to have the interest in law. The moment you lose interest, you are going to lose. Interest, you must keep the interest in law. Yes, and you must look out for opportunities. And I mentioned opportunities galore. And ability, yes, you must consistently perform. You must keep up your knowledge abreast. These are three as you walk into the new world of law. There are many, many opportunities. First, of course, is the favorite of many law students who are doing well to join the judiciary. I'm sure many of you are preparing for the judicial service. All the best. It's a wonderful opportunity to do justice. And of course, I know many of you are also gearing to become a litigation lawyer. Absolutely great. In fact, litigation lawyering is the crown jewel in this field. There's nothing like, there's no challenging, so fascinating, so engaging like being a lawyer, which requires all the skills, not only what have been learned in your colleges, but have been spoken eloquently by many speakers before. All these skills, knowledges have to be combined together to produce the most potent, powerful force of lawyering. Yes, there may be who are interested to continue academics, who have academic bent of mind. You can join the profession of teaching. I'm sure the institute will offer all those opportunity to teach those who are seeking to teach. Yes, there are many other areas. The government, various government departments offer legal departments where you can apply. Yes, you can also have experience in various institutions like Human Rights Commission, where they regularly appoint law clerks and law assistants advisors. There's a new areas also of opportunity in the field of media. So almost all the medias, as you can see, they're always in conflict with law on many times, not on conflict, but because of the nature of the work they do, they're always exposed to the issues of laws. Therefore, they always need a pool of lawyers to help them, to guide them. Yes, also mentioned by earlier speakers, the mediation and arbitration is an emerging trend. Today, India is seeking to be the hub of arbitration of the world. And for that, we need a pool of lawyers who are trained with a skill in arbitration. Similarly, mediation also is getting a big boost. The government of India, the parliament, in fact, had enacted the Mediation Act 2023, as all of you know. And again, it offers an immense opportunities for those who have this knack of negotiating, knack of advising, conciliation. These are all new areas of opportunity. And there are a number of law firms in India are coming up. And as India is opening up to the international law firms also, there are new avenues coming up. Yes, today we live in digital world. And AI in law is again an evolving phenomenon. For those who are expert in law, those legals, I would urge you to get your skill in technology. It is very important Because what is happening till now in the development of AI in the field of law is that these softwares are being developed by technocrats who have little knowledge of the law and the requirements of the law in our society. They may be very good technicians. They may help in building of these cars, automated cars. Fine, robots. But that is not what, because law, as mentioned earlier also, it is not a profession. It is a service to the nation where empathy, sympathy, compassion, feeling for others come into play. So how do we integrate science? Science does not have emotion. Science is pure science, 1 + 1, 2, nothing else. How to integrate this scientific knowledge with the requirement of law to deal with human problems? Law is not just while writing judgments, we are not answering questions, academic questions. We are trying to solve the human problem in the family, the human problem of business, human problem of social interactions. Therefore, each and every judgment is unique. Every judgment is dependent on the peculiar facts and circumstances of the case. As mentioned earlier also, there cannot be a shirt which fits all. Law does not contemplate. Whereas science goes for specification, science for perfection, systematic, which is not there in law, because we are dealing with human problems. So these are areas for the young lawyers, young students who are graduating. Their options are available. Be brave, confident. I'm sure you will be successful. Yes, fortunately, this country, this land, Tamil Nadu, has produced giants in the field of law. Remember Sir Alladi Krishna Swami Iyer, who played a pivotal role in the framing of our constitution, passionately championing universal adult franchise and the protection of fundamental rights. At the very inception of India's independence, when most of the countries in the world were restricting the voting rights of the people, India stood for a universal voting right, franchise, irrespective of your caste, gender, economic standing, thus allowing them to contribute in shaping the destiny of this nation. Remember Justice Patanjali Sastri, who served as the Chief Justice of India from 51 to 54. In the state of West Bengal versus Bela Banerjee, decided in 1953, a 5-judge bench headed by Justice Sastri, by a 3-2 majority, struck down the West Bengal Land Development and Planning Act of 1948, a land acquisition from the legislation from the West Bengal, and held that compensation for land acquisition must be just and fair and not arbitrary. Another illustrious example I can remember is from Madras, is Sir T. Muthuswami Iyer. Born in January 1832 in Uchuvadi, Tanjavur district, he rose from a childhood of poverty to become the first Indian judge of the Madras High Court in 1878. We also remember of Vellore Lakshmana Swami Ithiras, the visionary behind the Ithiras College for women in Chennai. He left his education at 19 to pursue law in England and returned to become the first Indian public prosecutor of the Madras High Court. His greatest legacy was in using his success to uplift others, donating a significant sum to establish one of the first women colleges in Madras. His story proves that legal expertise can be a powerful tool for social reform. So in front of you, you have heroes of this land. We have contributed immensely for the development of this state and this area. Yes, as we see today, the India consists of various states and communities. Each of is rich in tradition, history. And we are all bound together by this wonderful legal document, one of the finest, one of the finely crafted legal document, called the Constitution of India, which binds us together. And imbibed by values and principles and ideas which are clearly enumerated in a preamble to the Constitution of India. Anyone from the final year student, could you recite the preamble with me? Please stand up. Yes, please. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign socialist democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens, yes, please, please, to secure, yes, please, it's a mantra. It is a mantra, constitutional mantra, having and to secure to all its citizens justice. Wonderful. Liberty of thought, expression, faith, belief and worship. Equality of opportunities. Wonderful. And to assuring, yes, fraternity. Wonderful. And that assuring the dignity of all individuals. Please, I know many of you are very religious persons. Many of you cite Gayatri mantra in the morning or some other slokas would Brother Mahadeva would really recollect. You start with some prayers because you invoke those divine power to guide you properly in your daily life. As a lawyer, preamble is the divine mantra of the Constitution to guide you, to work, to express your views in the light of the principles embodied in the Constitution. So every lawyer has this Constitution and a preamble in front and start his journey. This is very important. Tradition, concept, philosophy is based on dharma. Dharma is not religion. Dharma is not puja in a temple. Dharma is a way of life, leading a righteous life. Dharma is a word which is derived from the Sanskrit word dhri. Dhri is to hold. What holds together everybody, different sections of the society. What holds together in spite of having different opinions. That is dharma, that is justice. Because it is the sense of justice which brings us all together. In India, if you feel that, yes, there is a problem, whether it's a Tamil Nadu or UP or Maharashtra or Kerala, we all come together under the banner, yes, we protest because this is wrong. The sense of justice brings us all together in spite of our differences. Because we have the common urge to have injustice, to do away with injustice and to uphold justice. Dharma, justice, equality, liberty, fraternity, yes, you can say. French Revolution, again I say, it's, if you look at it, the history of India, I am reminded of Tiruvarur, one of the greatest personalities of Tamil Nadu. In his Tirukarul, he says, justice may be called good only when it acts impartially regardless of the class of men. The whole concept. See, he had envisaged that. It's a 100 years, 1,000 years wisdom. It is not, these words were not invented in 1949, 47 when when Constitution was drafted. What is the history behind it also? How do we say that? I am not just saying out of the blue. Those who are students of history will know that the Jews came to India 2,500 years ago. When the first temple in Israel was destroyed by Roman Empire, many of the Jews fled from Israel, took shelter in different parts of the country. Some of them did come to India. It was followed by the destruction of the second temple built in Jerusalem. And the Hindu kings welcomed them. Let them allow to practice their faith. They were not told, no, you have to leave your practice, your faith. You continue. They were allowed to construct the synagogues. If you remember the history again, when Portuguese invaded India, they wanted to destroy these synagogues. And the king asked the Jews, don't worry, you can build a synagogue next to my palace so that the Portuguese army cannot destroy. What is this? This is justice. What is this? Equality. Because you are treating another person with equal as you treat your own citizens. And what is this? It is also fraternity. Because you are welcoming another community as part of your community, as a brother. So we have equality, we have justice, fraternity. So those people who will answer that it is from French Revolution, perhaps they will not get any mark in the examination if I am the examiner. Same thing, if you, again, the Parsis who follow the Zoroastrian religion, when Persia was occupied by the Arabs, they again ran skelter-helter. They came to India. They took shelter. That's why you see in the western coastal belt of India, from Surat onwards, Gamandiu, Bombay, all this western portion, large number of inhabitants belonging to Persian community. And some people may say the Muslims came during the Mughals. No, the Muslims were already there in Malabar coast. They came by trade. There was a communication, there was a trade and commerce. Indian businessmen would go to African and this Arab continent, and Arab traders would come and settle here. Hundreds of years before, even the Mughals before they came. So you see, the India was already a land where justice prevailed, where equality is assured, where fraternity is practiced, where liberty is also. PM now is already more than 1 hour late, and I have to 1 hour late, and I have to do this fine balancing act of reconciling your right to freedom of food. Article 21. Because you must be watching your watch. Freedom, the right to food, and which is very difficult to deny, because it does not come from a heart or mind. It comes directly from your stomach, of which you have no control. And my right to speech, being invited as a guest speaker of this, I want to assert it also. Therefore, I have to do a fine balancing act. I will not take much of your time, but I will just refer to the uniqueness of this country. We think that we are lawyers, judges. Our role is confined to courts. Nothing else, no. Our life is ever present. You don't know what kind of problem will come. As I mentioned earlier, it may be a family dispute. And now what is happening in India today? A person from Tamil Nadu will get married, a person from Bihar also. We have instances because of the communication, because of this openness. From UP, Kerala, people are marrying. At the same time, there are also cases of differences of opinion. Divorce cases are coming up. Every day, brother Mahadevan is here. In the Supreme Court, every day, all the courts are dealing with transfer cases of domestic differences, either divorce cases, matrimonial cases, maintenance cases. How do we deal with this? We must understand the diversity of this country. So don't think that you are a judge or lawyer in Tamil Nadu, your knowledge of Tamil Nadu is enough. No. We must go beyond it. That's how we become part of this country. How do we become part of this country? How a Tamil or how a Manipuri becomes a part of this citizen of this country? When we understand others. That's why in spite of my absolute lack of Tamil, I try to invoke Tamil language. Kuncham guncham, no? Little bit, not so much. I wish I had the opportunity to learn much more because I saw Tamil is such a rich language. I was very recently introduced this work of Tukaril, this Teluvar, wonderful. When I read this, it's such a full of wisdom. Not about to learn, understand others' culture. That's will we can make the real, can give it flesh and blood to these legal terminologies of equality, of justice, of fairness, of accommodating. Because there is a rise, unfortunately, as we see, tendencies of separate identities. It is absolutely wonderful to have deeply rooted in one's culture. It is necessary, but it is equally important to rise above it because we belong to the same country, same nation, linked by this spiritual, by this cultural links which cannot be seen but were felt and lived. In fact, if you go through, I would request all the students, especially law students, go deeper in the study Indian values and Indian culture. They will give a glimpse of how important the legal framework is. Therefore, I would also urge the institution, I'm very happy that the institution has so many disciplines, not only in law. The interdisciplinary approach is absolutely necessary in today's world. As a lawyer dealing with family problem, you have to understand the human psychology. Therefore, I would request, for example, a psychology department to interact with the law students. What is the psychology of a child? When the two, see, we find it so, disturbing that this husband and wife are quarreling like anything. And they are snatching this child like a thing, see, possession. Child has an entity. Child has an identity. Child has a personality. How do you deal with that? The father says, I have a right to my child. I am earning more. I can send him to good school. The mother says, no, my maternal instinct cannot be dissolved. How do you deal with these issues? Human psychology, child psychology. Very important. And if you are a criminal lawyer, how do you say that he has been killed by this bullet? You obviously would like to see the post-mortem report. You would like to understand how the arms works. Forensic science again. Therefore, I would request the forensic science department to have an interaction with the law students, how this forensic science actually works. Same with cyber crimes. Today, one of the greatest growing crime is cyber crime, frauds taking place. Gullible people are duped of their hard-earned money. Gullible, poor, innocent people, out of confidence and trust, share their very delicate, information data which is being published online. How do you deal with this? How many law students are equipped with this knowledge of cyber technology? Again, this is very important. What I'm trying to say is that in today's world, as world is getting more and more integrated, not in terms of geography, but in terms of ideas, in terms of social relationship, all these aspects of human lives become important. Therefore, our study of law cannot be confined to CPC, CRPC, Evidence Act or Constitution. It has to be expanded to other areas of human knowledge. Only then you will become a perfect a lawyer or judge. Yes, as I promised you, though I had wished to speak on various aspects of this wonderful place called India, you will see, I mean, just recently, what is the place in Tamil Nadu, the recent excavation which took place, Kidari. It is changed the history. Earlier we thought Harappan civilization was the oldest civilization, urban civilization. Now we have a discovery in Tamil Nadu itself, going back to thousands of years. See, we must, and you see, the country, see, the Chola kings, the role played by the Chola kings. If you go Malaysia, if you go to Indonesia, if you go to Java, all these islands, you will have so many temples, wonderful temples. In fact, Thailand and Cambodia are fighting over what? Of the ruins, temples. Built by whom? All these wonderful great seafarers, the Cholas, Raja Rajendra, I think, the first Chola. You know, he went. See, it requires so much of audacity, courage to go. Because, and I was listening to a speech, how they used to go. They used to, monsoon, you know, monsoon in India is only thing rain. In Chennai, Tamil Nadu also, when there is a rain, there is a flood. That is the only knowledge we have about monsoon. Monsoon is a wind, when it comes from there, it also takes the ships to these places. Southwest monsoon. It takes away these ships. And south and eastern northeast monsoon, when the rain comes, these bring the ships to the shore again to India. So these merchants of that time, the sailors of that period, they would wait for this monsoon time to come and prepare themselves for their voyage in the sea. Wonderful. See, these are not, they were done hundreds of years before. We must go back to our past, discover our rich history, culture, tradition, learn from it, and use it in the present, because we are product of the past and will be shaping the future. I will just end, but as I say, with this social media pervading our lives, we have lost sanity. We have stopped thinking. We are carried like herds, influenced by this so-called social influencer. We big train, and we are not developing that humanism, compassion, the togetherness, fraternity. I would therefore conclude with the poem of Rabindranath Tagore, one of my favorites. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, therefore we must be fearless. We must be brave. Where knowledge is free, the knowledge must be free. It should not be imposed on us. You must have the courage to speak up if some falsehood is being imposed on you. Therefore, Rabindranath says, where the knowledge is free, pure, where the world has not been broken into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, that is conviction, where tireless striving stretches its arm towards perfection. All these people all over the country, we still have millions of people seeking for justice, seeking for equality, seeking for respect, dignity, yearning hands. Where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way, we have to be rational. Into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by D, into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for your keynote, which has enriched the spirit of the decennial celebration. Yamna Tagachari, Your Lordship. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the most important item of today's event, where we honor people who have achieved, our students and alumni. I request the chief guest, the guest of honor, the Chief Justice of Madras High Court, the Chancellor and other dignitaries to award the prizes to students in various categories. The first event is Tirumadi Pushpa Aisari Velan Memorial Tamil Moot Court Competition, which was held on Thursday and Friday. And the Best Speaker Award goes to Mr. U. Mohammad Rizwan of Government Law College, Karaikudi. The award contains certificate, trophy and a cash prize of rupees 5,000. Can we have a big round of applause, please? The next award is for the best memorial in the same competition, backed by SRM School of Law, Katankulathur, Vishnu Varadarajan, and they receive a cash prize of rupees 5,000 with a certificate and a trophy and a medal. The next is the runner-up award, backed by Central Law College, Salem, Elil Vendan, Nandakishore and Harish, which contains a cash prize of rupees 7,500, certificate, trophy and medal. And the winner of the first Tirumadi Pushpa Aishari Velan Memorial Moot Court Competition is KMC School of Law, Tirupur, Mageshwari, Gayatri and Vinodini. And they receive a cash prize of 10,000 rupees with certificate and medals and trophy. The next is the Chancellor's Trophy, 4th Inter-Collegiate Moot Court Competition. The Best Speaker Award goes to Mr. Deep Shant. He receives a memento and a medal. The next award is a runners-up trophy in the same competition, backed by Harini, Pranav Kumar and Gunal Vardaram. They receive a medal and the trophy. And the next is the winner trophy by Mathura, Mitra Tenavan and Ganapati Kala team. They receive medals and trophies. They are the official winners of the 4th Intra-Collegiate Moot Court Competition. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for them. Next, we wish to honor our alumni in various categories. The first award goes to Student Leadership Legacy Award by Anthony Sham Sundar. The next is Entrepreneurial Leadership Award for Mr. Anbarasu M. These are our alumni, ladies and gentlemen, our promise for the future. The next is Rising Star in Placement by Vasanta Priya R. The next is Excellence in Mooting for Dhruv A. Thakur. The next is Pro Bono Excellence Award to Deepika K. And the next is Academic Excellence Award to Sister Anima Joseph. And the last prize for today, the best commemorative logo design for the decennial year celebrations, which you see on the backdrop, created by Rakesh of 3rd BCom LLB. Among all the entries, ladies and gentlemen, he created this logo, which will be our standard logo for the next full year. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I now request our Vice Chancellor, Dr. M. Bhaskaran, to deliver the formal vote of thanks. Thank you to the dignitaries. Please give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now I request the Vice Chancellor to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to all of you. On behalf of Vistas and the School of Law, I extend a heartfelt gratitude to all the dignitaries, especially the Chief Guest, Honorable Mr. Justice and Kotesi Singh, Judge, Supreme Court of India, and our Guest of Honor, Honorable Mr. Justice R. Mahadevan, Judge, Supreme Court of India. We thank your Lordships. We are equally privileged to thank Honorable Mr. Justice Manindra Mohan Srivastava, Chief Justice, High Court of Madras. We sincerely thank and ever grateful to the distinguished judges of the High Court of Madras, Honorable Mr. Justice N. Nirmal Kumar, Honorable Justice G.K. Ilandarayan, Honorable Mr. Justice D. Bharata Chakravarti, Honorable Mr. Justice R. Kalaimadi. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to all the dignitaries on the stage. A special word of thanks to our respected Chancellor, Dr. I.C. Ganesh. And we extend all our thanks to all the invited guests, special guests, ladies and gentlemen, police officials, present media, especially a word of appreciation to Dr. Ambika Kumari, the Dean and the students of School of Law for an excellent arrangement to make this event a grand success and memorable one ever. Ladies and gentlemen, as we step into the next decade of our journey, we carry forward the blessings and encouragement of everyone present here. Thank you all for making this occasion a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of gratitude. May I request the dignitaries to rise for the national anthem.
जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्रविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे